This might be the last straw for the home users that use Synology NAS. As you know, Synology have just rolled out DSM update 7.2.2, which is removing transcoding feature and video station. On this video, I'm gonna show you how exactly these new updates will affect your daily life. So first of all, if you want to see a full list of changes, you can go to Synology website and read release notes of the DSM. And obviously everyone is frustrated about removal of video station, which I don't think is the biggest issue, even though I'm using video station usually when I'm going holidays, because it's a free way to access your multimedia when abroad, for example, or you can sometimes download your videos on your mobile devices like tablet or your phone, and then you watch those videos on the plane, for example. Now you will need to get a Plex or other streaming sort of application, but that will require you to pay a license to do these features. And also the transcoding, you will need to pay Plex to be able to transcode your videos using the hardware transcoding engine. The only NAS that will still have transcoding feature is going to be DVA series NASs, that's their surveillance NASs. And there are only 2 models out there, so you will be still able to transcode the video when you need to access that video while away from the home, because this is what normally you would need transcoding for. But if you have a regular NAS with surveillance station installed and you use it for CCTV, your remote access to your video content is not going to be available anymore. So now they are pushing people to spend extra money on their DVA series NASs, which is quite a terrible thing to do, because the DVA series NAS is exactly the same NAS as, for example, Plus Series DS 423 Plus with Celeron inside. There is no other difference, but the license is included in the package. So that's really mean thing to do. Really don't like it. Obviously, their 5-bay surveillance NAS do come with dedicated graphics card built in, and that can handle heavy 4K transcoding. If they would have removed transcoding from that NAS, I think people would just go and riot. So what do they say about how to stream your videos? And here they are mentioning that normally through Synology Drive app or through File Station app, you normally would open the video file using Video Station. And now the alternative for them is try to open them in a new tab and use your internal player on your phone or tablet when accessing that way. And then this client device will take care of transcoding. It's not going to work. To be able to transcode that video, you need to have access to that file, which means you need to download the entire file first, and then you can transcode it into a version that your mobile device could play. But I don't know anyone who has 1 gigabit upload speeds, because this is something you will need for 4K videos uploaded to a remote location where you want to stream them. All new cameras have 4K recording already. So all those home videos, all those school videos, family videos, they come in 4K. And if you're asking me to transcode that on a mobile device, you're insane. So release notes for Media Server confirms the same thing, that they will be discontinuing the transcoding feature. So if normally Media Server would be used for DLNA streaming, that's local streaming. So you have your server running in a corner, and your TV will be able to discover a media living on this NAS. So this is not a big issue. If that TV can play back those H.265 or H.264 videos, then it will. Because you need to remember, this is not an issue for a local access. If you have server at home and mobile device or a TV in the same network, you're not going to experience any issues. You will experience issues when you are away from home trying to show your family video to your friend, or when you're trying to access your movies on the go. Even though I still prefer all transcoding to be done on the server side. It's a server, and server means serve me. Do not offload those tasks to a mobile device, which is a client. My phone is already heating up sometimes from running certain apps, and now you are demanding me, and now you're asking me to add extra workload on my client device. That is ridiculous. Because Synology is trying to trick you into thinking that they are not doing anything bad. They're trying to say all modern devices have H.265 support built in. But what they mean with that is that new devices are able to play H.265 files. It's nothing to do with transcoding. It's about playing. Yes, all devices can play H.265 videos, which is the most modern, most efficient video format. But when there's a bottleneck regarding a streaming bandwidth, you will need to convert that video to smaller file size. So you need transcoding, and transcoding will convert that video into smaller form so it can be pushed through this limited bandwidth remotely away from your home, so you can stream that video. Nobody cares about ability to actually play raw HEVC or H.265 video file. That's not an issue in this case. Okay, let's move on to Synology Photos, because this is going to be the next app affected, and they also highlight that in their release notes. They're saying that HEIC photos, which is H.265 based screenshot, like a thumbnail of a photo, will be affected. Now they are asking mobile devices and laptop client apps to generate these thumbnails for this library, which is also ridiculous. But as you know, Synology Photos is not just photos. When you back up your phone using this app, you back up your photos and your videos. So now when you're on the go, away from the home, trying to show your friend a video you recorded with your child, you can't do it because it's recorded either in 4K or H.265, and now it needs to be converted. So now what you need to do, you need to download full-size file down to your phone, use your 5G data or 4G data, it costs money, then convert it and then show your friend. That's gonna add another 5-10 minutes to show one video. Are you ridiculous? This video needs to be transcoded on the fly. And Synology is saying, please install Plex app, this is gonna handle your videos. But you don't want to do that. Your home videos and your photos, home photos, living in the same folder. You don't want to know cherry pick videos that you want to move into Plex. That makes no sense. So what people are already talking about, switching to image app, is very similar like Synology Photos. We also have video backup option there and transcoding built in as well, and that's all free of charge. So in this case we start questioning, what's the point of Synology? Normally they would charge more money because their software was better, but now with transcoding removed, you lose your photos app because you can't use it anymore, video station, your surveillance, all these apps just go. Because I need remote access, I don't need local access. If I need local access, I'm just gonna get a DAS box or a video player. I don't need NAS. So what's the point from Synology? Just get a QNAP or build your own DIY NAS and install these apps like Image, and you're good to go. Save some money. So regarding surveillance station, this app is also affected. A year or two ago, Synology already removed H.265 support. So people that were actually using DSCam app to access their surveillance footage, whenever there was a trigger, some movement, something detected, you would get a notification on your phone with a screen grab, what is going on. Synology removed that feature because they didn't want to pay for the license. Just ask people to pay for a separate license. I'll pay for H.265 license. Just let me use it, okay? You're charging money for other licenses, why don't you just charge for this? So basically now with surveillance system, you need to sit at home or at work, wherever you install your CCTV, and monitor your screen. You can't leave your home and then get notifications on your phone. So, but if you're at home all the time monitoring, what's the point of CCTV? I'm there watching the house. I need to be away from the home and get notifications when something dodgy is detected. What's the point of this surveillance station now? Just get QNAP. So what else is affected? As I said, DSCam. So on the mobile app, you cannot see what is going on. You'll get a notification something's happening, but what's happening, you don't know. You need to go back home and check. Probably nothing. Also, those people that have H.265 cameras linked to the surveillance station, that's bad news for them. Some cameras do not have old 264 option available. Some of them you can switch between one or another. But if you don't, you need to get rid of your camera or just get QNAP. So if you have ability to switch to 264 format, you will need to delete all your recordings and then you can link it to a 264, which is a super inefficient way of storing data. So you'll need to actually get rid of adding extra drives to your NAS because it will take way more space to store your footage on your NAS, so be ready. This is going to cost you. And finally, Synology Drive server, Synology Drive, like a Dropbox sort of thing, is also affected. You cannot see HEIC or HEIF thumbnails, and H.265 codec is disabled on this thing. You cannot transcode. So this was me raging a little bit, but seriously, this new transcoding removal from their apps is making their product pointless, really. The only thing they were competing with, their software, is now gone. So I would say just wait as long as possible before this new update is mandatory, and then either sell your NAS, get a QNAP, build the DIY NAS, something. If they don't care about customers and what their needs are, then why should you care about their product?